African Americans, I think in general, you're constantly combating stereotypes on, are you smart enough? Are you good enough? How did you get here? All of that before you even show up.
In Atlanta, Georgia, a city with a legacy of Black mayors throughout history, the spotlight fell on Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms in 2020.
It's difficult sitting here now because it all runs together. Quite frankly, the biggest crisis was the leadership from the White House. It was the backdrop of hatred. And then on top of that, a series of killings from George Floyd to Breonna Taylor to Ahmaud Arbery. And then the pandemic on top of all of that. Georgia continues to report record-breaking surges in COVID-19 with more than 4,000 cases in one day. It was disappointment, it was exhaustion, it was sadness, it was fatigue. Personally, it felt like a very low point, and as a mayor, it was very heavy.
You're not protesting anything running out with brown liquor in your hands, breaking windows in this city. This is chaos. A protest has purpose.
Hundreds of protesters took to the streets of downtown Atlanta on the Saturday after George Floyd's death. Many clashed with police officers and defaced property. The events unnerved city leaders and longtime activists.
You are disgracing our city. If you care about this city, then go home.
But the anger in the streets, in the eyes of some, served an important purpose.
When there was destruction and violence and looting, I didn't see it. People coming together, that made me hopeful.
Atlantans have shown solidarity with the city's Black communities. But when it comes to deep political change, Bottoms pinpoints one major shift.
In the primary in June, I saw this very quiet dignity that to me was very reminiscent of the people lining up to vote in the 1960s in their Sunday best. But it was this 2020 version, and they were determined to vote no matter how long it took. And then we saw it happen again in November, and we saw it happen again in January. There has been an engagement in terms of numbers that we've not seen in the state before.
There's power in our vote because our vote is our voice.
I have this favorite t-shirt, Atlanta influences everything. And that's what I see with politics right now. It's become chic in a way to be engaged and interested in politics. I think it has a lot to do with even the culture of our city and the voices that have been able to elevate political engagement.
We have a chance to save America, Georgia.
Don't sleep through this moment. There's too much at stake.
The nation's crises are disproportionately impacting Black communities, and Bottoms says that she feels the magnitude.
There's not a day that I serve as mayor that I'm also not a mother to 4 Black kids. The anger that I was seeing in the streets of Atlanta, I was seeing it in my kitchen. When I looked in the face of my then 18-year-old son, the hurt and the fear, I was seeing it in my younger kids. So I could never run or hide from that, no matter what constituency I'm speaking with. I was always aware of race. I was never aware as much sexism as I've become as an elected official, and especially as mayor. If you don't show emotion, you are accused of not caring. If you show anger, then you're the angry Black woman. So that goes with the territory. I think people often only look through the lens at which it impacts their lives, and they're not often cognizant of the balancing act. Black women, we're often the mule. We're expected to carry it all. It can be exhausting.
A reaction, some speculated, to just how exhausting it had been. Bottoms announced that she would not seek re-election in the Atlanta mayoral race in early May of 2021.
Well, someone said to me yesterday, whatever you do, don't cry.
But still, Bottoms is a politician and wouldn't go into any specifics about why she is not seeking re-election.
I want to finish strong because I want to leave the city better than I found it. As opportunities and options come before me, I'm confident that I'll know when I know.
I dealt with pressure. I didn't fold under pressure last summer. I didn't fold under pressure when I ran against 15 other people for mayor. So I may bend, but I will never break.